Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Mabella Football. Back again with the review of Manchester United against Real Sociedad. We're going to do a review of that match. I'll be joined with my friend Remy. We'll be doing a review of that match today. Manchester United against Real Sociedad. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you can hear me well.
Yeah, I hear you well. I hear you well.
Okay, thank you for the invite.
Okay, what went wrong today now that you've lost a match that you were not supposed to lose?
Man, I don't know. I'm just shocked myself. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. There are so many things we can talk about the game, regarding the game. Right from the defense to the attacking side
Yeah.
of the game. So I don't know what you want us to talk about tonight. Do you have
Okay,
something
about
specific?
because so many things went wrong,
Yeah,
and I looked at midfield. Fred was not doing well today. And again, the
yeah.
defense was a bit solid, apart
Yeah,
from a few mistakes that they did. That handball, it's a
yeah.
bit controversial whether it
That
was a
was not a
handball.
penalty. That was not a
That was
penalty. Okay, I'm a United fan, but trust me, that wasn't a penalty. The ball bounced off Lisandro's leg before hitting his hand. So to me, that is not a penalty.
again. I think also it was not a penalty because it didn't land to his hand first. It started by
Yeah,
his
hitting his
I think
knees.
nil.
Yeah, it was his knees.
Yeah, and then got to his hand. So I think that was a mistake from the
Yeah,
referee. But again, there's a lot of inconsistencies, especially with the VARs.
yeah. Actually, kumekuwa na hiyo issue ya VAR of late. Like kumekuwa na poor decisions zimekuwa zikifanywa kuanzia EPL.
Yeah,
Saizi tuko UEL. In the Champions League, I haven't heard of any situation, but sijui kama itakuwa, but of late to VR zimekuwa na a very big problem when issuing decisions. Yeah.
yeah,
So maybe talking about today's game, I'll
yeah,
start maybe tuongelee a few individuals.
yeah,
Let's start with the first half. The first half was okay. We started off
yeah,
well. Ball ilikuwa kind of fluid kiasi.
yeah,
Hiyo mediate ilikuwa imeshikiliwa vizuri na Eriksen. Eriksen was so good.
yeah,
Eriksen alikuwa akiguza ball, like at least ball ilikuwa inaenda forward.
mm,
But when they changed Eriksen wakaleta Bruno, like I don't know, ball tu ilikataa kusonga, like the ball was just moving around like without a plan. So
yeah,
hiyo first half Fred was playing far ahead, alafu Eriksen was deep, way deep.
yeah,
Alikuwa almost around hiyo area ya Casemiro. It was like he was a CDM, I don't know. So I think ilikuwa like, I don't know why the coach decided to do that, because Fred hawezi cheza, sijawahi Fred akicheza mbele then Eriksen nyuma. I know Fred anaweza cheza holding then,
anacheza
because because Eriksen is a progressive midfielder. Yeye kazi yake ni kudrive. So uliona hadi there was a cross yenye alipiga huko mbele yenye Cristiano alimiss. Alipiga
yeah,
because alikuwa tu hapo nje ya 18. Okay, I'll just say that everyone was poor today. I don't know if I can really support anyone apart from Eriksen. Lindelof, Maguire, there's Lindelof, Maguire, Fred. I think umeona why the coach won our bench. I think you've seen why the coach always benches those guys. They were totally
yeah.
poor. Like Maguire, the CB, Lindelof wasn't very solid. Martinez came in and changed the defense like very well. He,
Made
he
a
had
few blocks.
he had very good stats. Then
Yeah,
there's Elanga. Then there's Elanga. In my opinion, I don't think Elanga is fit to play in the first 11.
okay.
He's too scared. His physical form he's still way below average. Garnacho
Yeah,
alikuja ndani, then he played really well. With those few minutes he played really well. Cristiano, man, I don't know. I think Cristiano anafaa tu kubaki. Okay, he's my goat. He's my goat. I really love him,
yeah.
but at this point, I think he should just be a super sub. hana gas kabisa.
Yeah.
Hana gas kabisa. The guy pace. The guy doesn't have pace anymore.
Yeah. So when you look at, of course, we saw Fred being deployed a different role that the one that we normally know he plays. And again, Cristiano was there today. Casemiro started.
Casemiro
According to you,
started.
how did you see him play, especially Casemiro? He got his debut today. I mean, he played
Yeah,
for some
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, man. Hey, Casemiro wasn't so good today. I know Casemiro is a very solid player, but based on today's game,
Yeah,
Casemiro wasn't very solid. Alikuwa lose possession every now and then.
yeah.
Then okay, he did so many recoveries, but he kept on losing possessions. He kept on delivering poor passes and incomplete passes.
Yeah.
But I don't doubt that he will perform. I know he'll perform. I'll just say maybe it's today. I don't know. The team spirit was so down.
Yeah.
Today's game wasn't like these other games. The spirit was so down. They were just vibing in there. So Casemiro's game today, I'd say he was average. He was kind of average. Then Fred amekuwa improve over time, but today he was just poor. I can't say anything much. He was just poor.
But I think from those players that started today, I think you'll give credit to Malaysia. Malaysia had a good game. I think he has
Actually.
mostly maintained his form. I think he played very well today.
Yeah, I had forgotten to mention Malaysia. Malaysia is good actually. Yeah, he played really well. Dalot also played well before being subbed. I don't know why he was subbed. I think maybe it was pre-planned. I don't know, but our wing back, our right back and left back played really well, especially Malaysia.
But Dalot got a lot of challenge because alikuwa na face yule jamaa anaitwa Tokubos. I think Kokubo somebody. That short guy is very tough.
That guy was very flexible, Maze. He runs, he dribbles.
He dribbles past players. Yeah, he's a very strong player. So msee amemletea shida sana Dalot. I think huyo jamaa. And again,
hadi ilibidi Dalot.
Yeah, continue.
Asema hadi ilibidi Dalot aanze kucheza like in the previous game against Arsenal. Like he can't go forward anymore. He was just staying behind because the guy had that left wing guy had a lot of pace and he was dribbling. So like
seems like I've lost him. Yeah.
Sorry?
Okay, continue. I thought I had lost you because sikuwa nakupata vizuri.
I was saying like the guy had a lot of pace. The left wing for Real Sociedad. Then he was dribbling so well. So anytime Dalot alikuwa akienda mbele, yule jamaa alikuwa anachukulia, alikuwa anutilize your time. So alikuwa ana stay forward. So ilikuwa ball ikikuja, hiyo wing inakuwa shimo. So most of the time Dalot ilikuwa inabidi abaki nyuma. Alafu another thing about Dalot and Malaysia, they play really well while attacking. Wako very very inverted. Unapata wakati tunacheza highline ball iko mbele, unapata Dalot ako somewhere mbele ya box katikati hivi at the center. Malaysia ako kwa box your opponents, like they play really well. I think I really love the two kids, left and right backs. I don't know about Bisaka because Bisaka alikuwa na chance ya kuingiza leo, but the coach aka prefer Lindelof acheze right back. Time alikuwa na make zile changes. I don't know why.
I also don't know why they've not given a chance to Bisaka. I've not seen him expressing his ability to this team. Simply, the manager has really sidelined him, and you guys will have problem, especially when it comes to injuries. If at all Dalot will get an injury, then I don't know whether you have someone to replace someone who was integrated to that system that this guy want to play. So they should at least give him a challenge, especially these group stages, because these are the games that don't really need you to win as much, because you still have another chance to win. the 3 points. So they should also give a chance to someone like Bisaka to express himself, so at least they can integrate with the players that you have in the defense. Lindelof, of course, as we said, I didn't see much of him today. Maguire is always a suspect. At the midfield, I think today you lacked McTominay.
Actually a lot, yeah. Okay. Okay, I think the coach is doing the rotation thing, as you said. This group stage needs to involve so many people, because you don't really have to win the first game. But again, we have like 4 competitions to go, so I think the coach will just have to start with what he has. He'll just have to play the first ones, maybe the first batch. When you get to Carabao, maybe someone like Luke Shaw will start appearing, then so on and so forth. We had you saw Amanza introduced like the young kids from the academy. We had Garnacho today. Garnacho has played before. Alafu we also had Charlie McNeil like make debut yake today after Malaysia alitolewa. That kid is very talented. So I really like how the coach is trying to combine the squad, the academy and the first team.
And also giving a chance to young players with the experienced players like Ronaldo was there today. So the likes of a bit experienced. So guys, I can see you guys watching. Please, if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel, so that each and every time we are here, you'll be the first one to get an information, so that we can have a discussion on the games. We are doing a match review of Manchester United against Real Sociedad. Of course, Manchester United have lost their first match of Europa League. So it's so unfortunate that they've lost their first match at home. And I know most of Manchester United fans wanted Manchester United to win that match, so that they can start that competition on a high. But again, you can tell us what you saw. Tell us some of the shortcomings that you saw from that match. Some of the players that you think they should try and improve on what they did today. So guys, tell us in the comment section below as we discuss that match. So what do you have to say about Anthony today? Of course, we saw him in the second match, donning a Manchester United shirt. Were you impressed with what you saw?
With what I saw today, no. With what I know about Anthony, yes, Anthony is a good player. I've seen him play at Ajax. I know he can play very well. But what he was trying to do today, I think alikuwa trying to impress coach. He was trying to dribble a lot, like decision making yake ilikuwa so poor. He was trying to dribble where he's not supposed to dribble. There were places where he was just supposed to give a simple pass, but you could see him trying to force a dribble. But he's a very good player, actually. I know that today's game was shit for him. Defensive wise, he was pressing really well. He was tracking back, but on the offensive side, he didn't impress me. That's your opinion, zangu mwenyewe.
Yeah, of course. You see, that is what I expected from the first match. But the first match, he really played very well. He was decisive in his movements. All the passes that he was trying to make, he was a bit decisive. But again, it also depends on the kind of players that he was partnering with today. Of course, today he didn't partner with the likes of Rashford that he played with last time. Of course, he had Rashford and then Sancho on the left hand side. So again, you can't fault him so much. You have to give him the right kind of players to play with. So we'll see as we continue how he's going to play.
He really needs quick players. Yeah.
Yes.
I was saying, like, he really needs like quick players by his side. Game yake during an offensive attack, he's very, very quick. So the other guy from on the left should be faster, and the CF or the ST should also be very fast, like the way he partnered with Sancho and Rashford. But today Lang was making so many mistakes. Ronaldo was just vibing in the field, so I think it was so hard for him. And in the second half, he wasn't receiving the ball so much. Anthony, that is, was just walking around the pitch. I don't know.
But again, you have to give the credit to the other team. I think they played well. They were pressing well. They had passes. They could build some pattern of play and get into your box. I think they played very well. I think Real Sociedad is a well-drilled team. Especially they have a good player in David Silva. I think they have a very good manager. So it's kudos to Real Sociedad for what they've done today. So thank you so much, guys. For those of you who are watching, we are doing a review of Manchester United against Real Sociedad. Tell us what you think about that match. If you support Manchester United, what do you think about Manchester United? Do you think that after losing their first match of Europa League, it's going to deflate them on winning this competition? As we started earlier, we said that Manchester United are in a good position to win this competition because they are among the big teams that are competing in this competition. So we expect Manchester United to go all the way to get to the finals again and win this competition. So if you think that they've been deflated from their first match that they've played, of course, this is the only team. This is the only team that could have posed a challenge to Manchester United. Because of course, some of other teams that are in this group, I think they can't pose so much competition to this Manchester United team. So ultimately, we know that Manchester United are going they will eventually go through from the group stages. So of course, it's a challenge to lose the first match. Again, we know they have quality players, they have good manager. I think they'll come back and pose a good challenge to this competition, probably get to the finals, rather to the semi-finals and quarterfinals. They get to the latter stages of this competition. So tell us what you think about Manchester United in the comment section below. And again, we will talk about Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, today they got a win against Zurich. I think they got a win, and they got 2-1 win. Of course, Marquinhos scored today, so a good start from Marquinhos. So it's something to celebrate from Arsenal fans. It's one of the new signing that they've made this season has scored a goal. So I think they've started very well in this competition. Arsenal are going to pose a great challenge in this competition. Again, one of the teams that I expected to perform very well in this competition. Again, I did see them put a challenge. Roma today didn't win. They lost 2-1 to Ludogorets. So I think Arsenal has a good chance to go ahead and win this competition. Again, Manchester United, of course, they've started in a bad. They didn't start very well in this competition, but I think going forward they are going to catch up with this. They're going to catch up the kind of the players that they have, the quality of the players that they have. They can continue and they can start competing in this competition. It's a very important competition. If by any chance they would not get a chance to finish in the top 4 in English Premier League, they can go ahead and compete in Champions League next season by winning this competition. So it's a competition that they should take very serious, because with a lot of uncertainties in English Premier League, because you have so many big teams that are competing for that position, top 4 competition position. So you never know what will happen in English Premier League. They should take this competition very seriously. The likes of Harry Maguire, this is the competition that they should take very seriously. When they get a chance to play, they should make sure that they give it 100%. Varane was not there today, so every time that someone like Maguire get a chance to play in this competition, he should make sure that he put up a performance so that the manager can consider him the next coming games. So from the look of things, I think Manchester United did not take this competition seriously. They did not take this match seriously. That's why they got they were gotten by surprise. Even though there were some challenges from the referee that was not supposed to be a penalty. I think they should have again posed a challenge to Real Sociedad, at least try and get the 3 points, have a good starting point so that they can compete in this competition. Again, I don't see so much it as a challenge from Manchester United, because this is the only team that could have caused an upset to them. The other teams, I think Manchester United can go ahead and get the 3 points, and again go and qualify for the other group stage, from the group stage. And especially, I think Manchester United will compete and maybe lead this group going forward. So it's not a worry so much from Manchester United. At least at some point you could see Manchester United trying to play. They try to play a possessive football, some pattern of play, so it's not a worry so much. Now, the only problem that I saw is the midfield. I don't think Casemiro has really understood what the manager wants him to do. I also, of course, the way Fred was deployed today was a bit different from how he's used to be deployed. So that was a challenge. I don't know what the manager wanted to achieve today from where he deployed Fred. So that is a challenge. I think for Fred, he got a little bit of a challenge, and I think going forward, the manager will try and look for a solution, especially in the midfield. So guys, if you're here for the first time, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time we are here, you will be the first one to know. We have a discussion here. We talk about all the teams. We talk about Arsenal. We talk about Manchester United. Like today, we're talking about United against Real Sociedad. Of course, we know they've lost their first match of this competition. But again, as a Manchester United, those Manchester United fans, you shouldn't lose hope, because this is the first match of the season in this competition. So I think for Man United, it's not something to worry so much. At least we've given a chance to some of the players that have not been playing this season, the likes of Maguire, the likes of Lindelof. They've gotten some minutes under their belt, so they try and get some fitness so that they can at least understand how the manager wants to go for to influence the game going forward. For Arsenal, I think it's a good start for them. They should continue improving in this competition. This is the only competition that probably might give them a chance to qualify for Champions League. It's hard, of course, in the English Premier League. Right now, of course, Chelsea and Liverpool are not doing very well. So probably if some of these teams like Man United and Arsenal take advantage of what Chelsea and Liverpool are doing at the moment, they don't have a good form, especially in the Premier League. And also in the Champions League, I think these teams seems like the form has really dipped. This is the only time that Manchester United and Arsenal take this advantage to win this competition, or rather to make sure that they get into good position in English Premier League so that they can qualify for the Champions League next season. We know very well that Manchester United and Arsenal are not in the Champions League, and that is the only thing that is the only competition that these teams belong. So they should make sure that they make it a priority to win this competition. Rather, they make it a priority to finish the top four. Now that Chelsea and Liverpool are not doing very well, I don't know whether things will change, especially now that Chelsea have gotten a new manager in Graham Potter. So I'm not sure about Graham Potter leading forward. He does not have that experience of managing a big club. It's going to be a challenge for him. And of course, he's not been managing big stars. So it's going to be a challenge for him going forward. So with that, I think Manchester United and Arsenal should take that advantage and make sure that they finish in these top positions. And again, they should seize this opportunity in this competition that they are in. Make sure that they get to the finals so that at least they can get a chance to play in the Champions League next season. So this is the only opportunity, and they should grab it. Because we know in that competition, of course, the only team that you have that is a bit serious is only Roma. And again, we don't know whether some of the teams that will be relegated to this competition. So with Manchester United, I think I was not so much impressed with how I saw them play today. They seemed a bit toothless, especially up front. Ronaldo, of course, he didn't get so many chances. But again, for the midfield, I think they were a bit reluctant. I didn't see that energy that I normally see from McTominay. I think I never thought that McTominay will become a very important player in this team of Erik ten Hag. But it seems that McTominay is one of the players that have really rejuvenated. He's one player that brings energy to the team. He's one player that makes every tackle. So it's going to be interesting to see how they will move on, especially when they've not deployed McTominay at the position. Fred being deployed a different position as the one that we see him play. It's also going to be interesting to see how he'll adapt to that position. Thank you guys. For those who are watching for the first time, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so that each and every time we are here, you will be the first one to know. We are doing a review of the games that are played today. So let's do the player rating. Guys, tell me in the comment section below, give me the player ratings of some of the players that are playing today. Today, I think Manchester United players, most of them, they were a bit average. Apart from Malaysia, I think most of the players performed below average. Or rather, I'll give them a 5. Most of the players, I'll give them a 5. I didn't see so much activities in the midfield, especially Fred, losing so much of the ball and not competing to each and every ball, 50-50 chances, balls. So for me, I think I'll go with the goalkeeper. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Then left back Malaysia, I think is the only player that I give a 7.5 out of 10. Maguire, I think I'll give him a 5. Lindelof, I'll give him a 5 also. Dalot, I'll give him a 6. I think he tried going forward. The only problem is that his crosses didn't do much of. They were not useful so much. Then at the midfield, I think Eriksson was a bit deployed in a position that I'm not used to see him play at that position, but I think he did well. Apart from him, Fred was not good today. I think I'll give him a 4. Fred was very poor today. I'll give him a 4. Guys, tell me what you think about the players that played today against Real Sociedad. Give me your player rating. And also, if you're here for the first time, consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time we are here, you will be the first one to know that we're having a discussion. Again, I'll give at front, I think Anthony, I didn't see much of him today. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. And Ronaldo, I'll give him a 6. Really, a 6? I think I'll give him a 5 out of 10. And who else? Elanga was very poor today. I think Elanga will get a 4. For me, Elanga will get a 4. So these are the players that played today. So guys, tell me in the comment section below what you think about these players. Give me the player ratings. Tell me what you think about the players. Tell me what you think about the manager today. His tactics today, his approach today. Are you happy with the approach that he took today? Are you happy with some of the players that he deployed in different positions that maybe you think someone like Fred was deployed in a higher role that probably he's not used to play? So go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me tonight. Let's meet tomorrow as we'll be discussing the preview of some of the games that will be played tomorrow. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time you're here, you will be the first one to know that we're having a discussion here. Thank you so much, guys. Let's meet tomorrow as we do a preview of, we do some previews of the games that will be played this weekend. Chelsea against Fulham. Of course, they have a new manager. We will be looking at that match. We'll be looking at that match, especially. It's going to be a London derby. Same teams. These teams are in the same locality. They're all in West London. So we'll be looking at that match. Of course, Chelsea have a new manager. Fulham have been doing very well. They have Mitrovic. So tomorrow we'll be looking at the previews of most of the matches that we'll be playing this weekend. So thank you guys for watching. Let's meet tomorrow. Ciao and peace.